Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, then come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review.
Yay! Hey, welcome back to the review. I'm Chuck.
I'm the Joker.
How are you guys? My name is Anthony.
Okay.
And we've touched down.
We have.
How are you guys?
Cheers.
Another
Cheers.
summer wine today. I know a couple episodes ago we were talking about Volga. Oh, I like how I did that. That looks really good. I like it.
Volga
I forgot
Italia.
to right. I forgot to mention that it looks like Voss water, so you can bring it anywhere you want to. But be careful.
But no one can tell.
No one
It's
can
really
tell. It
sweet.
looks just like water, and when you pour it, just say like it's like enhanced with minerals that make you feel alive.
Crystal Light. Just say Crystal Light.
There you go.
Old trick.
Super smooth.
So
This is Anthony's.
yes.
One of my best friends.
Yeah.
My first time here.
Yes, you guys want to talk about how you guys know each other or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah.
How you
my
met?
God.
How long have you guys known
Anthony,
each other
first
for?
tell
What's
a
your
little bit about
sign and
yourself.
everything,
What's
all
your
that good
sign?
stuff?
Oh, okay.
Favorite color,
I am a Pisces, leap year baby.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact.
A fun fact.
So how old are you really?
7?
7 and a quarter.
Oh, okay. I have a leap year cousin who's like, I think he turned 10. I think he finally turned 10.
Yeah.
And he's like, how old for real?
70?
30 something? 40?
40 something, almost 45.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 45.
I'm terrible at math, obviously.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, leap year's it's kind of fun. I celebrate the 28th most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
My paperwork is actually the 28th. In the state of Arizona at the time, I don't even know if the law is still the same, but at the time you couldn't put the 29th on a birth certificate because it did not show up consecutively. So they had to have my parent choose between either March 1st or February 28th. So most of my paperwork does say the 28th of February, but when it's leap year, I celebrate
Extra hard.
extra hard.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Side note, isn't it the only state to not follow the daylight savings?
Oh yes, this is very true. I think it's us and there's one other state. Maybe it's Hawaii.
I think it's Hawaii that doesn't do it.
Wow.
Well,
that
Hawaii.
blew my mind.
Speaking of Hawaii, but we'll get to that later, but go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, we don't practice daylight savings. Arizona's got a lot of weird stuff. I mean, we sit right next to the border. We're one of the newest states to the 50 states.
Now, why is it that they don't do daylight
Observe
savings?
it?
Yeah.
It's where we sit towards the equator.
Okay.
It's where it's where we kind of fall.
Okay.
With the rotation of like how the sun will hit us.
Okay.
It never really changes for us.
Okay.
So for you guys get a really drastic, not you guys, I'm sorry. Because I'm not originally from here,
Yeah.
but people from the East Coast, you guys experience, really drastic times of the year, which,
Yes.
year round for us, it really isn't that drastic.
Right.
Okay.
And you always kind of fall within the same kind of
Okay.
sun to moon ratio. Versus here, the winters, it's like vampire season.
Yeah.
I actually found out that I am vitamin D deficient.
No, a
And
lot
I
of
have to
people
take it.
are,
I have
and
to take,
especially a lot of women. And I highly recommend it if you have like depression or anxiety. Oh my gosh, such a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Saving life
And it's also good for your pH balance for your vag.
for your veg.
So if you're having BV that doesn't go away, get some vitamin D. And thank
Vitamin
your
D.
girl. This happens all the time. Like if you hang around a singer, you're just gonna be in commercials.
I sing.
all day
My
long.
mom says I give her a concert every night.
I love it. Anthony's the same way.
Yeah.
And for my for my boyfriend, like that's how I know he's happy.
Yeah.
It's when he's singing, like he whistles and sings.
It's actually so bad for me though. Like somebody will say a word or a phrase, and like I'll think of a song, and like I'll have to sing the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
He's
and
the same. You do that to me all the time.
It's like
I do it all the time.
instantaneous.
I do it all the time. And I can reference anything to a song. And I can make a song out of anything.
Yes.
And it's just crazy.
I can make a song out of anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Out of
Anything?
anything.
Anything. See, it's just natural. So
That shit is fire. I really want to like low key be a DJ, but make like house music.
go ahead.
But I can't
You
even.
should.
I can't even figure out the shit for the camera. So that looks like it's out.
Wait, can we rewind really quick back to Hawaii?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to Hawaii. I'm so
Okay.
fucking excited. It's my first fucking trip. I'm going for 10 days. I feel very guilty about it because it's still coronavirus. The numbers are still fucking crazy. I feel a little bit better because I am vaccinated. But yeah, for my mental health, for me, I just decided to do it because life is short.
That's dope.
But I'm safe. Like I wear a mask and I don't be fucking around in clubs and shit like that.
That's dope.
We don't even have our clubs aren't even open, Chelsea.
Some clubs are.
What bar
There are
club?
places. I won't.
I'm calling you out.
Let's not. Don't fuck up the bag. But
Demonetized.
yeah, I'm going, and Anthony. The thing that I'm worried about. It's also very expensive because everything has to be imported, and Anthony has been before.
Yeah, I went maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. I was there for a wedding. I stayed about 2 weeks. The food is expensive. Not even like if you eat at restaurants, but like when you grocery shop as well, it is very expensive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, be prepared for costs. If you're going for 10 days, like definitely make sure you're ready to spend money.
Yeah. Did you go surfing?
No, I went parasailing. And I did kayak the ocean, which
don't
was
like
actually a
parasailing.
lot
That
of fun.
sounds fun.
Parasailing,
Kayaking sounds great.
it was a lot of fun.
You're afraid of
it's-
heights?
You have to have good upper body strength.
I did not like parasailing because it gives the sensation of a swing, and swings make me nauseous now. I get motion sickness from
Okay.
it. Like it's so lame, but it happened to me now, so it was just uncomfortable.
Speaking of
It's
motion
scary.
sickness, I get motion sickness when I'm drunk and I'm in the passenger seat.
Well, also
If I'm not driving, I don't get motion sick. If I'm driving, I don't get motion sickness.
no, yeah.
If I'm
you
anywhere in
drive,
the
you
car,
won't. You
I'll
won't. That's
get
the
it.
best position. Okay, so you have to be the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be drunk and behind.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, you can't be drunk.
Right.
Yeah, anyway.
No.
But you know what?
No,
as long as
but
you're not sitting in the back, because a lot of people get sick in the back seat if they're like looking out the side window and not the front. And then that
it doesn't matter where I'm at. It's just whenever, like, even when I got into my sister's car, like, my sister's car is like, I think she had a, I just feel like I was talking like really fast.
Probably because of me. Like I'm probably giving you anxiety and Jace.
No.
because I have constant anxiety.
My sister had a, what kind of car did she had?
2-door.
No, it was a little hatchback.
Like a Subaru,
No, it was a hatchback.
Toyota, Honda.
No,
Nissan.
no, Chevy.
Okay.
Whatever, hatchback Chevy, whatever. So whenever I would,
Shall we-
I forgot what it, no. We're not going there, we're done. We already established what the most important thing. But whenever I would sit in her passenger side, I would just get so nauseous and I would just have to lean the seat all the way back. Yeah, because it was just, I don't know what it was. It would just make me nauseous. But in that same moment, if we stop at a gas station, I was to get up and we switch and I just start driving, I'm fine.
No, yeah, it's because you're like focused.
Right.
So you have to have a focused activity. So
Right.
tell me, if you're drunk and there's a lot of people in the car and you're like talking with them the
Mm-hmm.
whole way that you don't even notice that you got there so quickly, will you still be sick? Maybe you just have to keep yourself
I don't know.
distracted. But
Maybe,
just don't
maybe.
read and don't be on your phone.
Maybe.
Because that'll fuck you up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then, like, normally once everyone's in the car and they're drunk, they're passing out. They're going to sleep.
That's why, yeah. Oh, I hate that. That's such a buzzkill. Like
When
on
you're
the
only
way
one
home.
awake.
Yes, being the only one
Yeah.
driving from the club, and you're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and you're doing other activities, and you're just like, yay, and you're just like, we're gonna do this, and you look around, and everybody's slowly knocking off, bang,
it's so
bang, bang,
corny.
and then you're turning up the music, and they're still like knocked out.
I know.
And I'm like, hey, yo, no one's up with me.
And
like,
you need it to stay.
right. Even though I really didn't because I'm up all night anyway, but like. Still, like, no, what the fuck? Like,
I'm guilty
why
of
are
that
you?
passenger.
Are you really?
No, I know. And
You go to sleep?
I've played
Oh
it
my
too
God.
because sometimes you need to, you know.
Can I be honest? We have a family joke
And we're
in my
old.
house that says we have Ponti-itis. It's when the skin on our ass is too tight, so we every time we sit down, our eyelids shut.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for watching. We're gonna end it right there because
literally fall
he's
asleep
sitting down
everywhere.
and his eyes is falling asleep right now.
Good night. Good night.
Oh wow, that's
Your
okay.
eyelids- no, it's no joke. Like I'll be sitting with him, he'll be like, "Yeah, let's put on RuPaul Drag Race," and then I'm like, "Okay." I turn around, and he's like, "Actually, that's the only thing that you stay awake for is RuPaul's Drag Race."
I literally don't watch anything on TV.
Yeah, because he can't. He's not.
The
that
only
into
episode
me.
of
I turn around
RuPaul
and
that
I'm
I've ever watched was the one with Nicki Minaj. That was it.
Oh, so
I've
last
watched
year.
a lot of episodes.
It was the last. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it. And then I was like, okay.
Speaking of,
You weren't too much?
the winner of season 13.
It's a lot of
amazing.
stimulation.
Well, no, I mean,
It's like very bright. Like, you know what? It
Yeah.
is a
It
lot of
is.
stimulation.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I think I can only take it in doses. 'Cause I'm like, whoa. But you don't watch TV all day
Yeah.
like I do.
Yeah, so I need like a
You're-
30
you're
minute.
like,
I need like an
"Whoa,
hour of a
damn."
solid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that's worth it. Definitely. It's like a show.
I thought it was something totally different when you go like this. But I'm just gonna. Okay.
I mean, it's one of those like it's like bear. It all means the same thing.
Okay, yeah. So how do you feel about fisting?
How do I feel about fisting?
Yeah.
Have I done it? Yes.
You fisted someone or received?
Funny. Openly talking about this, and I actually never have, believe it or not. I have done both.
Oh wow, okay. Wow,
I
that's
have done
amazing. I'm actually very impressed. I'm
Curious.
I'm kind of like proud of you.
And it was somebody.
Proud?
This was
I'm
this
like,
was
wow,
like years
champion.
ago.
You feel like Mama Bear? Have
This
you?
was like-
Like.
Have I? No. I don't think I can't even like take anything.
I think it was like my second or third year when I moved to New Jersey and met like this individual that was like really cool and we vibed really well and we honestly really just had like sexual chemistry.
Okay.
We did not get along on any other level
Really?
except sexual. Like we liked a lot of the same stuff and we were totally into each other and that's when like I experimented. It was actually me more him at first and then he wanted to try on me. I think I did it like once or twice and I was like, mm-mm. It's because it takes a lot of
You care
mental
about your
preparation,
walls.
physical preparation. Like it's
Is that
it's
one
like a
of
whole
those
thing.
things that you have to do drugs for? Because that's the only way I could see myself ever doing.
Not necessarily doing drugs. You have to realize like your ass is really just a muscle. You know what I mean? And if you can stretch, if you can do the splits, you can, you know, take a fist. Like it's all kind of the same. It's all kind of the same cartwheel, y'all. Like I promise.
There's Olympic medals for this. I believe.
There are
I believe.
serious Olympic
Well, how
medals
did
for
you feel
this.
about your hand? Were you just more so like? Were you more so getting
Did
off?
you have
the
shit on your
shelf? Like,
hand?
What's the?
No,
Okay, that's good.
no. It was like when you do
Were you
it.
like excited, like about how much you could fit?
And how deep did you go? There's multiple questions we're
I'm
throwing
so
at you.
sorry. I'm very excited.
I am
about this
too.
topic.
I think I've been like mid forearm,
Wow.
like you know, maybe to like here. Like I wouldn't get to like elbow, but like yeah, mid forearm, like. Because
the
here's the
time on
honestly,
that?
once you get past this part of the hand, once you get past this part of the hand, it actually
That's
gets
like
a lot
the head.
easier.
Yeah.
It gets a lot.
She
easier.
said that's the head.
Yeah. Right? It is like the head, like just
Yeah.
even with like anal sex.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
once the head's
delivering a
done, it's
child.
better.
Once you're past the
Yeah,
shoulders,
the
the baby
head,
comes flying out.
Yeah,
like,
that is
let's go.
true. That is true.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. No.
Yeah.
But it really is more of like a, from the receiving end of it, I would never do it again. It's not for me.
Okay.
There's
Too
a lot.
much?
Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot. You really have to, and it's a mental preparation too. It really is, because like you have to relax, and there's a part of your body that like really is trying to tell you like no.
Yeah.
Your
You know what I
mind.
mean? Like really physically. Okay. No, but there's a part of your body physically that is telling you like this is not right. Like no.
Okay.
But like when you learn to relax into it, or the uncomfortableness of it, like it becomes smoother.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But it takes a while. It took like an hour just to get anywhere
Really?
decent.
Oh no.
Like it's
That's
a
a
whole,
lot.
it's a whole.
It's
like,
a process.
It's a
It's a
process.
process.
This isn't something that you're just gonna be like.
It's a
To
session.
be honest with you, like if I have a turd like stuck in my butt for that long, I think I would be really annoyed. Is it like?
I mean,
the
have
way?
you-
Like I would give up.
I'm sure
Like, that's a
you've-
long ass.
I'm sure you've had a very difficult bowel movement that has probably
And that's
felt.
not fun. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's where it feels like
Oh my
you're
God.
giving birth,
Yeah, yeah.
and you gotta hold on. You're like,
Ooh, I don't know. That's a part of birth. That
and you're like, well,
really
damn, is my
shitty
whole
on
my
the
walls okay? Is it okay? Like, am I all
Tear
right?
something?
Right. Do I
No,
need to go to
and
the
you
ER?
Do
You do.
tear things.
Do I need
Especially
to
if
go
you're
to the
genetically
ER?
prone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so did your partner like that? Is that why you did it, or you're just
Yeah.
curious?
He was totally into it.
Oh.
He was totally into it. It was something that was like very much his thing, and he would prep for like often. He definitely was. It was more of how we found out. I guess we had similar interest in it. Was he asked if he could do it to me, and I said no, like that's not for me, etc. And
So he would prefer to give it.
no, he would prefer to receive.
Oh, okay.
I was just not really
Oh.
willing to.
Go
So
there.
he was asking you to do it on him originally.
Right.
Okay.
And then it got to a point where like I was like more willing to try it after I've had the opportunity to experience it from the other side and learn about it, and there was always a rubber glove involved, etc. So like it was
Lots of lube.
Yes. But it's even like a different kind of lube. You can't really use the same type of lubrication.
What would it?
It's like a thicker like
See, I'm into a lot of things, but I don't think I would be able to do that. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do that.
well for me it's not there's nothing really erotic about it. Like I
Yeah.
don't really get off in it.
Yeah, like what do you do? Like to me, it feels like you're destroying your whole.
It seems
Like you know what I
procedure.
mean? Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like
For me, but I also.
in the words of Lavendar in her t-shirts.
What?
You know, Lavender's a staple in this.
But what are you talking about? Her T-shirts.
Okay,
Yes, I love
okay.
that you refer to Lavender all the time. This is like our Lavender segment. I love it.
She's a part of the show and she doesn't even know. Lavendar has a t-shirt line that she wants to start.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Come on.
Yes.
I'll wear your
yes.
shit.
Yes. Same as here. But her shirts are aimed more for women. So they're like, I care about my walls.
Bitch, any kind of
Or
all
like-
women can wear that.
Right. Or
You know what I'm
like,
saying.
You know what I found out recently is that men have a pelvic floor.
yes.
I
Oh,
did not know that. I thought that was a female thing.
Well, I mean that makes sense. You have a pelvis. It's okay.
I never got to anatomy, guys. I'm so sorry.
But they are shaped differently.
Yes, they are.
They are definitely
Yeah.
shaped differently, but I recently, went to a urologist and found out the pelvic floor is a thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hope your pelvic floor is great. Is doing well.
Yeah, I had flashbacks to like 8 years ago.
What do you mean? What, it wasn't?
No, we just talked about
You
fisting.
said it wasn't?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Okay, so we're off of fisting now, right?
Wait, so what do the t-shirts
We're
say?
done.
Oh, so we're the
Lavender.
t-shirts. So the
Oh, yeah,
Lavender,
they
her
say,
t-
like, don't ruin my walls.
Yeah,
That's
like they're
hilarious.
like they say
They're
like
female empowerment.
Yeah, they're like I care about my walls, or like not today, bitch, or like
I love that.
like
We're
you know
all
what I
those.
mean,
That's,
like
like,
or
my
like
phrases.
some of her favorite, like I don't know, just
Your
random
phrases?
random
I care about my walls.
phrases
Yeah,
that
that's
she.
not my top one, but then the latter.
Yeah, she has like a whole book of them. Like, but she's like, she has like trouble getting them off the ground. So if anyone wants to help her out there,
What's
hit
the
me
brand
up.
name?
She doesn't have a brand name yet.
Okay.
But she has these ideas, like she has all these sayings that she wants to put on shirts.
Okay. She
Just
needs to
like,
connect the people.
yeah.
I have some people's too. So
Okay, so yeah, so I'll let her know. I'll
Is
let her
Lavender
know.
her name or is that her
No,
nickname?
no, that's her alias for the show.
Oh,
Okay, so there's a story. Speaking of Lavender, okay, so there's a story on our first
I didn't know we were
episode.
doing aliases. I introduced myself. World.
I'm still Enzo, aka Joker,
Yeah,
aka
that's
Batman,
right.
aka Wonderbat, aka Enzo the King, aka Enzo the Ninja, aka Ninja. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm about to go in. No, but speaking of Lavender, there's on episode 1, I actually had to like take this out because we were talking about some crazy shit. But Lavender has some experiences and some stories. Well, me and Lavender together,
So-
or Lavender and I'm sorry, have experiences together that are out of this world, and I'm pretty sure they'll be a staple throughout future episodes. So that's why I'm just using the
Out of
name.
this world. I
Was
love that.
ayahuasca involved?
Close. I want
Best-
to try that.
I do and I don't. I feel like it's gonna like open me up in ways that,
To portals.
yeah,
No, I think you'll be fine. You're spiritual.
yeah. It's a deep spirituality though.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to Wonderland or some shit like that.
Well, do you
What
want
do
to
you
like
mean,
hint on maybe
Wonderland?
some of these fun experiences you and
Wait,
Lavender?
what are you talking about? Wonderland.
Yeah.
Huh?
What do you mean?
The White Rabbit?
What about the White Rabbit?
I'm lost. And I'm tipsy.
You're tipsy?
Yes.
That's good. Yay. Yay to the Volga. Yo, yeah, Volga. I had to make sure that's what it was. I was about to say Voss. Yay to the Voss.
Hydration.
I mean,
Yeah.
the bottle looks like it.
But
Wait, I
yeah,
thought you said you're gonna talk about the time you and Lavender went to Wonderland. Were you using that as
Like a metaphor?
A metaphor?
me and Lavender have been to Wonderland multiple times.
Okay, I love it. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. It's all clear to me now.
Okay.
No, wait. Maybe.
You're saying like
Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell. Okay.
Like ayahuasca Wonderland. Is that what you're talking about? Level. Ayahuasca level. Maybe not. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, it's a
I
time-
just
it's
know
for another
that.
time.
I just know that if there was like a reality show featuring me and Lavender, or Lavender and I keep fucking that up. That's one thing I keep fucking up, and I hate that.
cares?
No, I hate
cares?
that. I hate that. I'm like, okay, so if there was a camera following us, it would be really interesting. It wouldn't be
You
boring.
guys need a reality show.
Dead ass. Like
Feel
there
ya.
was a point in time where people were twerking in the refrigerator at
Oh
Walmart.
my god, it's so cute.
Like like if I can pull up the videos from like the past year at the brown table, everyone who knows us knows what the brown table is. The brown
Like cousin stuff.
Well, no, the brown table was a brown table at Lavender's house.
I feel you. Okay.
And everyone, that's where we all just got fucked up at, told
Gotcha.
stories at, had soul searching at. It's just the brown table. Like everyone knows, and not everyone returned to the brown table. That's the
Was it
thing.
the brown table before the red table? You were calling it the
We
brown
was,
table?
we was. We should have copy voted. Jada, but I like you because we Virgos, so you know we here, so I got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You got me,
That's
and we got
awesome.
each other.
Okay.
Yeah. But a lot of people, once you came to the brown table, not a lot of people came back. So I'm gonna put it like that.
Why?
I'm gonna put it like
Why?
that. They just never came back. Either it was too much,
Wow, sorcery.
or when they did come back, they was able to hang, and they've been like sisters or brothers in the gang. Like, you know, it's just like
So it makes or breaks you, really.
it does.
It
It
tests
does.
relationships.
It does. It does. There's times like there's a video on my phone where one of my sister's friends came to the brown table and she was shit-faced. And she's like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" Meanwhile, she's holding her phone in her hand. And she's like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" And next thing you know, she just passes out and, like, almost falls down the steps.
Okay, I'm sorry. What? Is the table cursed?
No, it's not cursed. It's just, if you can handle your shit, you can handle your shit at the brown table.
What happened after she fell down the steps? Was
She didn't.
okay?
No, somebody was behind her, so they called her. So it was fine. It was fine. She was fine. But
Do
yeah.
you think that the result of her like falling down the steps was
First
because
of
the
all,
table?
no, I don't know. No.
Was it a conversation that you had?
No, she was just drinking, and she
You're
she
making
just
me
got
nervous.
drunk.
This
She
is
just
a
got
You know how I
drunk.
am about
Fraternity.
spirits.
She just got drunk. She just got drunk. That's all it was. She was trying to keep up with the elders of the table. I'll put it like that. So the brown table is like,
Gotcha, she got too fucked up.
yeah, she couldn't hang.
Bad.
She wanted to hang, and she couldn't.
I had one of those nights with my cousins, and I ended up in the swimming pool.
See, yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
With my girl, and was hung over like death.
yeah, and that's what she did. She
that,
texted my
like,
sister
Gatorade.
like, yeah, I'm taking off. I'm not working the morning shift.
I
I'm
feel
throwing
you,
up. She was
girl.
like, I don't understand how you guys are functioning at 8:00 in the morning. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yo, I did my first beer bong with Anthony.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, in Arizona. Do you remember that?
On one knee, in a swimming pool.
In
That
an
shit
empty
was
swimming
ill.
pool.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
What
I
happened?
was like,
So wait, when was this? This was like 7 years ago? 6 years ago?
yeah, I went out to Arizona. I highly recommend Arizona. I love it out there. When I landed, I say this every time, it felt like I was landing on Mars.
Really?
Because everything is red. I swear to you,
Really?
like being from Jersey
like
that's so
hot and
green and
dry.
all these trees, everything is different. The landscape is completely different. They don't have the same trees or anything.
I figured because it's so dry. Yeah,
Exactly.
like you said.
And,
Yeah.
like to see cacti, I know it's weird, but because it's just
To
a
actually
cactus,
see it, yeah. But
yeah.
like we have the baby cacti, or
Right.
yeah.
You get
But
succulents.
to
Yeah,
see it
yeah.
in the wild, and literally when you land, you're like, when you land over
you
here,
see a
everything's
snake?
green. When you land over there, everything is
Saguaro.
red because everything is desert and it's all red.
Did you see a snake?
It feels like Mars. I didn't see any snakes.
You saw lizards.
I saw lots of lizards. I can't remember like the weirdest, craziest animal that I seen, but oh my god, it's so spiritual. Like two places in my life that I remember the energy being very strong: New Orleans and Arizona, especially Sedona.
Mm-hmm.
You will feel it because you were very big into energy. But Nola gave me such a dark
My
energy.
dad told me never to go there.
I was afraid to go back, and the first time I went, I got deathly sick. Like,
Yeah.
deathly sick. It fucked up my whole trip. I had, like,
remember
diarrhea
that.
and vomiting all 4 days of my 5-day trip. And I was good on the last day, and it was more Mardi Gras. Because I ate bad gumbo the first day. But I feel him because the energy is so strong and dark.
He's been before. He's been multiple times, but he was always like, yeah, you should never just go.
It's
He's
really
like, never go.
It's really dark.
But I want to go.
I do want to go.
I
as
want to
well.
go.
But the energy in Sedona is very like positive, like good, loving energy. It's like a strong like heart chakra energy.
Well, there's two really, really amazing rehabilitation centers in Sedona, Arizona that like people fly all over the world for.
Really?
And it's because like it's the ambiance, it's the environment, like it's the air you breathe. It's like everything in combination is so healing.
Cleansing, yeah.
Like Indian clay, that's why Sedona is red rock, is because it's all Indian clay. And it's just, you can walk on it barefoot and you feel the cool, like even on a hot day, you'll feel like the coolness that like
Yeah.
comes from it and really just kind of like enters your soul. It's actually really amazing. Northern Arizona is very inviting. Like even if you go up to Flagstaff towards the Grand Canyon, like even past Sedona, it's very pretty.
Yeah, it's good to see like your own place.
Yes.
You know, because like it wasn't until I studied abroad that, which I'm so thankful I got to do that. That's like
Where'd you
one
go?
of my Barcelona too.
Okay.
The shit was lit.
How long
and
were
I
you
saw
there?
like mad countries for a semester, so it was like 4 months. Oh my god, so lit. And but the people over there, and I was going to school with like a lot of German students who were also studying, and they were like, have you gone here? Have you gone there? Have you gone to Utah? And I was like, no. And they were like, have you gone to Las Vegas? And I was like, no, because at the time I didn't go, and they had gone to all these places in the U.S. that like I had never even seen, and I was like, wow, like I should go there. It's right here.
Isn't that crazy though? We're almost, because I think we're almost taught that. Like growing up, we're never really taught to like appreciate our own states.
I feel like teachers make it boring. It's in our like social studies books, like, oh wow, a rock.
I don't know.
Well, we
I
take
mean,
a lot
But
for
it's so
granted.
beautiful.
see,
It's,
I've
like,
always
really so
appreciated the small things. Like in our last episode, we were speaking about going to like the South. So whenever I go to North Carolina, in my mother's town, Gum Neck, what's up, Gum Neck down there? It's a small town, but when I go there, I always appreciate it because, like at night, like we'll chill or whatever, but like at night, everyone will go inside. I'll stand outside and I'll just stand outside and I'll just look
And
up at the
listen to all the
sky,
animals.
listen to the animals
Yeah.
and look up at the sky because the stars are so gorgeous.
No,
We don't
I love
appreciate it.
nature.
We don't get the stars to look at the
I've
stars here
always
because of all the
appreciated
city lights or whatever.
Too much light pollution.
Right. So when I actually get down there and the air is just so cleaner,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I just sit there and I'm out there for like 20, 45 minutes, like, you know what I mean, just appreciating the sky, and it's just like, wow, this is just gorgeous. Like
I can totally relate.
right,
I
my-
need nature.
Yeah,
It's like one
yeah.
of the things that I definitely feel
But
that I need
but
to
I've always
recharge.
used to do that. I've always used to just like go outside and just enjoy like the smallest things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me being like an artist or a creative person, just appreciating the smaller things.
Well, everyone I believe that everyone is connected to nature. Like I know that some people it's not their thing. Like I understand that, but there is a healing thing about it. Like even if you do force it on people, like humans, a part of our soul does need nature.
Yeah.
My dad's trying to get like more like
Connected.
inner city black kids connected to nature because
Nice.
like it's so important, and you know, it's a different experience and it is so healing. So he's like trying this initiative to try to get more like black youth into nature and like to appreciate it and have fun like he did when he was growing up.
There's a lot of survival skills in nature. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things that you could even if you are an inner city kid that decides to step outside and do, you know, suburban activity, there's a lot of things that you can take back and use in your hometown.
Yeah, and it's just like a good outlet. Like it's a positive, you know, thing to be able to do. And it shouldn't be just a suburban activity. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It
right.
should be an everybody activity. But
I actually was in a Big Brother thing when I was growing up, and I actually appreciated being in there because it connected me to a lot of people who were a reflection of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. And not only did I appreciate that, but I also appreciated the fact that our mentor, Mr. Thomas, he passed, bless his soul. Mr. Thomas, he used to take us way out, like Philly, New York, Delaware,
guys can see
to
some
different
shit.
things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, he took me to one of my first saxophone lessons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of my favorite instruments growing up at
Me
the time, was
too.
the saxophone. Saxophone and then piano. And then the clarinet, and then, you know, so forth. But anyway,
I did clarinet too. I'm right
did
behind
you?
I did flute and
See.
violin.
See,
Yeah.
see, okay. So
And I did
And
bass
acoustic
clarinet
guitar.
in concert season.
I did piano, and then once my dad passed, and I found out that he had guitars, I started teaching myself how to play guitar. So like, I've been doing that. So yeah. So anyway, we're just all musical over here. What?
No, because I don't have the patience. Like that's the thing. I wish, like piano. I think is like probably my favorite to learn.
Okay.
Because that's a easy, like when I was younger.
That's
I
the
remember,
hardest.
like,
That's actually the
following.
hardest to learn.
But for me, it was like, as far as wanting to keep up with it, it was the least frustrating because it sounded like you could, you know, once you learn the notes, I felt it was easier to follow, almost like typing, because I'm really good at like typing too. But I just don't have the patience. I want to play like Beethoven off jump.
Okay.
And that's why I
You
can't
want to
stay
be
with
Alicia
any-
Keys, but you don't
It
want
takes
to.
so much work, and I'm not patient enough.
Do you feel like you have a perfectionist quality that prevents you from like
100%.
sometimes doing things?
Yes.
No, I feel like I actually feel like this is a recent realization for myself, and
Yeah.
and it was so funny. Ben actually was the one that pointed it out. This past winter, I've never gone skiing or snowboarding ever. It's again growing up in a state that doesn't see anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I never really had much of an opportunity. I mean, you can go up north and find it, but you know, I didn't like the concept of, you know, how cold snow is, and then you have to like, if you fall, like, you know, whatever.
Ooh, it's a lot.
I remember somebody's first interaction with snow, but go ahead. I'll tell that story after yours.
So, you know, we did the bunny hill a couple times, and I skied. I did not want to snowboard because I heard it was much more difficult. So I wanted to start with skiing, and I, you know, eventually got a hang of it. But like, honestly, for the first like 2 to 3 hours, I was getting very frustrated and almost like hurting myself because I was just, and you know, Ben even was like, you know, you're getting so frustrated because you want to be great right off the jump, and you're not.
I can totally relate.
And he's like, you got to just work through it. And
You gotta
like,
appreciate
no one's
that.
Ever gonna,
You gotta appreciate that effort
I know,
of
I
learning.
know.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I think the instinct in me is just to be like, you know, grab something and be amazing at it.
Me too, girl. That's exactly what I mean
Yeah.
by my frustration with learning instruments. That's exactly it, period. And I'm the same way in a lot of things. That's why I feel like it took me so long to figure out like what I wanted to do, you know? Because I feel like I can do a lot of things really well. So, and I want to be great. So it's sometimes you put all this pressure on yourself that you don't actually like move forward because you're just overwhelmed.
Right.
Well,
by
see,
the expectations. that you
being
have
a
for yourself.
Virgo, it's. I feel
Oh,
like
terrible.
it's 10 times worse than what
Bad.
you guys feel, because
Wow.
like even though there's been numerous times where I've recorded a song and I play it back for my sister and I'm like, tell me what you think of this song, and she's like, listen, and she's like, okay, it's perfect. It sounds done to me. And I'm like, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
you
not.
still do that. You
It's
still
not.
do
I
that.
do. I do. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then she's like, it sounds fine to me. And I'm like, no, it's
You
not.
want fine. You don't
No.
want fine. You want her to at least say something so you can.
Yeah, so I can critique it.
I feel
And
that.
and it's like, well, if you don't find something, I'm gonna find something. And then I'll go back. Honestly, I still do it to this day. Recording. I can record something, and even if it could sound like, even if the word is supposed to be like, oh hey, and I'm sounding like, oh hey, like it sounds weird, I'll stop recording and say, go back to the top and do it again. Even though
I understand
when you listen back, you can't even
Notice it.
tell.
I
You
know.
can't even tell at all. But like, I know.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, oh, I hear this, or I hear this, or I hear this.
Right.
So, yeah. So you guys already know.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with
You
you.
already know.
Yeah, Ben's a Virgo, so I same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys ever dreamt about any animals?
All the time. Can I tell you something?
So what's the
When I
main animal that you dream about?
Whales.
That's your spiritual
I
animal.
think so
Yeah.
because, and it's always when I'm like extra good about meditating and doing a lot of yoga and eating right, like when
Okay.
I'm on my spiritual shit.
Okay.
And cutting
whales
out a
come
lot
out.
of
The
the
whales
whales
come-
come out.
the whales come out at
Actually,
night.
whales and bears
The whales come out at night.
And bears.
The whales. I'm a bear.
and snakes.
Did you know that?
Whales, bears, and snakes. You're a bear.
I'm a bear. I have a bear tattooed on my leg. Yeah.
Aw. I may be a whale. But
Well,
yes,
I
where's
mean, I'm not really a bear, but
Where's, bears, and bears. It's whales, bears, and snakes. Those are my like,
really.
yeah, spirit animals.
What's your Chinese New Year?
Snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a tiger.
Ooh, Ooh, tigre, El Tigre. What's yours?
I'm a monkey.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yep.
Very cool.
If you can be an animal, what animal would you be?
If I could be an animal, what animal would I be? I think I would want to be either a long distance bird, like a bird that can fly very far.
Wow.
Preferably a majestic bird. Or I would just be like the deepest of deep sea animals, and I just live at the bottom of the ocean.
At the bottom, are you sure?
Oh yeah, girl.
Scary animals down there.
Yeah, but like,
You a bottom feeder? You eating ass? If you eat ass, I got a big plate. Say no.
no, I wouldn't say the deep. I wouldn't say the very, very bottom, but I would say. She like how I threw that in there. Very, very bottom. No, but I would just be like, I've always loved dolphins.
Okay.
You know,
Me
even when I was
too.
younger, something
Okay.
about dolphins that I've really connected with. They're the most intelligent fish in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'd be a sea turtle. That's mine. I love them. And they live for mad long, like hundreds of years.
Oh, yeah.
They're so wise and chill.
So
and
are we talking
cute.
about the sea animals or just like animals in general?
No, that would be mine. Is
That was
sea
just
turtle.
yours, just sea
like
turtle.
in general.
I don't know what I would be. I would be something majestic like a phoenix, but I know that they don't really like
Right.
exist.
You can pick whatever animal you want.
Yeah, there's a difference between an animal and a myth.
If I could choose any animal, including myths, it would be a phoenix, obviously, or
There
like
you
a
go.
unicorn,
There you go.
or something like that.
Yeah, that's
But-
not fair. Yeah, that's not
yeah,
fair. We
that's
were
not
talking
really
about that,
fair.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But life's not fair. No. I don't know. I really don't know because it's a mix. Like I would be like a mix of a multitude of animals.
Oh my god. Okay, what animals?
I would be like an elephant to represent my sister
Oh, I love
because her
elephants.
favorite
love
elephant,
elephants.
her favorite animal is elephant.
Love them.
My favorite animals has always been like the cat species or like tigers or like jaguars.
pretty. You're
I've
definitely
always
that.
my mom
Panther.
Yeah.
she had a white Siberian tiger velvet painting growing up that was always sitting over the top of the stairway. So that's always stuck out. But then I've always had a Black Panther with green eyes poster in my room.
Fire.
So I was like, so some type of feline, yeah,
Yeah.
some type of feline.
I see that for you. I see that for you.
I think I would
You are
definitely
very
be.
like.
But then I'm like really
Coy.
quiet too because the people at work are like the one guy. I don't think he works there anymore because I haven't seen him in there in a while.
He's missing. If he's missing, please call.
Please call. Is he going to back of a milk carton? I don't know.
He's like, Jerry, we need you.
Please, Jerry, come on.
Right,
just
come
come
home, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry.
But he was like, yo, I hear everyone walking through here, but I never hear you. And I'm like, you know why you don't hear me? He was like, why? I was like, because I used to be a fat kid who used to sneak all the snacks up the stairs.
Oh, hell yeah.
And having to,
Oh, my God.
and I knew which step would creak, so I knew.
So amazing.
Right. I knew. I was like, nope, can't step there because it's going to creak. Got to go back.
Yeah.
You're like later. Like,
Right.
007.
But like I've always been like weird like that. So anyway, that's the reason why I walk really ninja like.
I'm dead.
But
I related to that
Mission
so fucking
Impossible.
hard, honestly.
you were a fat kid too. Fat kids know the
I was
best
like
snacks.
300 pounds in high school.
Listen, me too. I was plus. I was a
They used to call
size
me Brucey as a nickname, the fat kid from Matilda with long hair, because I had
With
long
the
curly
cake?
hair. Oh hell
With
yeah!
the cake,
They used to
eat
scream
the-
it down the hallway. They'd be like, "Hey Brucey!" And like, of course
See, I never got picked on like that
Oh, yeah.
because I guess I would always like do the whole like joke about myself so that you wouldn't joke about me kind of thing.
Right.
So
I did not have that kind of like
Quits,
defensive.
yeah.
Like, I did not have that.
I'm like,
kind
oh,
of
you want me to
quits.
sit there, bitch? My fat ass ain't gonna sit there. Like, you know, my fat ass can't do this. Even though I really wasn't that big, I was just big because everyone else was smaller
Yeah.
than me. But I was like 6'3", 400 pounds. Like,
Right.
you know, but I didn't look 400 pounds because I was so
Same.
tall.
He's
Same.
6'5",
So,
right?
like-
6'4".
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
With these shoes, I'm like 6'5".
yeah. But like, yes, that's how I was. But I always like I knew how to dress, so that kind of like
Yeah.
that kind of helped me out. Like, you know what I
Honestly,
mean?
Serious?
Honestly,
I'm so shocked.
crazy. I know. Let's take it back. When I was in high school, I literally lived in like ill-fitting Arizona jeans from Kohl's
Really?
and Family Guy t-shirts.
Okay,
No way.
I wasn't.
Because here was my thing: is I already was being picked on for things that I wasn't even sure of yet. And
course, yeah,
I
same
wanted
here.
to. I knew what I liked. I knew what I wanted to wear. I would sometimes throw like a vest over one of my Family Guy T-shirts or like my printed tees, like and I thought it looked cool.
What kind of a vest? Like
Oh.
a black vest? Like a business vest?
Or did you walk around looking like Aladdin?
Like Avril
like
Lavigne.
super
I feel
bad.
you.
Yeah, like
That's
a-
Like
what-
Cool
super bad, like
Avril
Applebee. You said
Avril Lavigne.
Oh, I thought you said Applebee's. I'm like, wait.
Like an Applebee's
So I just pictured a
server.
black vest.
No, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
like a
yeah,
vest.
yeah,
like
yeah.
something you would wear under a
That's where it- back
three-piece
then.
suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
emo-ish.
yeah.
Yeah. So like that was back in the day. Like I'd throw a vest on with a printed T-shirt, and my jeans were always so ill-fitting, and I had like terrible sneakers. And honestly, it was just my way of just being like, I'm already standing out enough. I'm already really tall. I'm already really big. I had long curly hair. I also would dye my hair fire truck red in high school.
Oh really?
Well,
That's so cute.
growing up, I was like a actor in reality,
performer.
and my agent would always push me to dye my hair red because she wanted me to go for comedy roles and like the ginger, you're funny, like you know, they really wanted to push me for like kind of that like character role. And for years I had like fire truck red hair and I was already standing out.
Yeah.
So like
You wanna
me
refill?
being, oh yes please, a defense mechanism essentially was to not dress loud. Like I didn't even want to dress trendy. You know what I mean? I wanted to dress as neutral as possible. And that was my way to do it. And then honestly, I didn't start like kind of investing into my personal style till after high school.
Yeah.
See, in high school, I had style, but I felt like it was the generic black look. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was that.
You knew how to put it together, but it was boring to you.
Right. It was
Yeah.
boring to me, and I was like, I want to wear this. I want to wear this. And then whenever I would try to wear
did you
this,
wear hats?
no, because my head's too big, so I would never wear hats. And then I always had like big hair, big curly hair.
Okay.
Like big curly hair, like.
Honestly, to me, you looked very like. Even though I like, you're saying that, I still. Also, as a black emo kid, I saw like you looked like a black rock star to me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Thanks.
Well,
Well,
you
I
also
always-
really dope. I loved like your piercings because you always had like a lot of earrings in and shit like
And
that.
the fun fact about that was I would pierce my ears, and my whole family didn't even know that my ears were pierced. So I would go home and like take those out every
Oh,
day,
really?
and then every morning get up and put them back in. Like
Oh
it would
my
be
gosh.
like crust over and be like getting ready to close. I'm like stick it back in.
It's so
Like
emo.
every morning, just so that I can have the piercings. Like you know what I mean.
Yep.
And like 9 times out of 10, those piercings I did myself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I tried to
that's
pierce
how
my
you
tongue
looked-
one time.
It made you look very
Yeah.
like adult and like cool. Like that's why I always call you like a rebel because like that's how I thought you were like.
Right? I kinda-
Like
I felt
look like
I
a
was.
rebel in a cool way, like
I
in a
felt
punk
like
rock way, because was what I was going for too. I still have that in me
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. Yeah.
Were you like one of those kids growing up where you had a full beard by like 16?
You look like a full adult, like in high
Like
school.
you were a
I
grown
did.
man by
I
freshman
did.
year?
I did.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I have the Benjamin Button syndrome, where as I'm getting older, I feel like I'm starting to look younger.
Right.
And somewhere now that I'm in my
I wouldn't
30s, I'm evening out somewhere now.
Right.
Like pretty much he looks the exact same as he did in high school.
I
Crazy.
really do.
Crazy.
I really do.
I feel
Except
the
my
same
face
way.
is smaller,
I feel
probably.
the same way.
My face is smaller.
Like I feel like as I get older and like everybody kind of like ages and becomes older within my age
I
group,
look at them
I
and I'm
look at
like,
them and I'm like, oh my god,
what the fuck?
I was
Sorry,
like-
y'all. But I'm like,
I'm not.
I'm like, what the fuck? Some of them have really been through life. Like, life has really
Yeah.
hit them.
And we're not even 30. Well, I'm not even 30 yet. But
Well,
like,
I'm 30.
I'm 30.
I'm in my
30
30s.
next February. But,
Okay.
But like, I mean, we're 28, 28, 29, 30 years old, some of us. And, I have friends of mine that look amazing.
Yeah, I do too.
I have one friend from high school, really, really cute. She was super petite Mexican girl, really cute big hair. She literally looks, she's had a kid, she's done it all. And she looks like she hasn't aged a second in her life. It is so unreal.
Nice.
She's going to look like
happiness.
this forever.
Nice.
But even if you look at her mother, who's always been
She
really
looks
beautiful,
pretty good.
her mother looks really
Yeah,
great.
and that's how I know when I get older, I'm going to look like my mom, when my mom looks good. For her age, my mom's 60, and we go out to dinner, and people will say she's my big sister or something like that.
Oh, damn.
And like they'll card her if she like, it's like, oh well, she doesn't drink, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like if she plays, like, oh, I want this, or like, oh, well, ma'am, we need to see your ID, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. And like they're like, oh, this is your big sister, and they're like, no, this is my mom. And they're like, oh, keep talking, because she gassing. But like, you know what I mean? That's how I know, like, I'm going to even out somewhere, and then I'm just going to stay at this one place, and then that's it. And then
You may have peaked.
but no, because I feel like with my grandma, she looks good for her age. She'll be 86 this year, I think.
Wow,
But she looks really good for her age.
Yeah.
But like,
And still
I feel
moving
like,
and
yeah,
grooving?
she's still moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's starting to get lose her memory a little bit. But
Okay.
like, she's still going. Once she once she drifts off, she'll find her way back. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it comes with age, so
Yeah.
So, but like, she looks good for her age, but it's
The hard
just
part is
like,
like getting them to like slow down. It's
right,
like,
right,
girl, no,
right,
we need to help you.
right.
And they're like, nope,
right,
I'm good.
yeah, and that's how she is. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm good. But it's just like, I feel like with her, like, she looks good for her age, but it was just like 1 year where she just like jumped maybe 5 years, and then that was it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that
then
age,
she stayed there.
she stayed there forever.
I feel you.
So I think that's what I'm going to do as well. I think I'm going to age, and I'm going to be like probably like 50, 60, and then I'm going to like jump like 5 age, and then it's just going to be it.
I totally feel you because my mom's like the same way.
Yeah.
Because my mom hit like her like second part, I feel like, or maybe this is her first. Because honestly, she's always looked really great.
Your mom was beautiful.
But yeah, really the only thing is she grew her hair out, so it's all gray now, and it's such a cool, pretty color too.
So that's my mom. She keeps dyeing it.
Yeah.
She's like, no
She
gray, no
just
gray
said,
for
"Fuck
me.
it," and it's so pretty though. Like
She wants to
and
say
your
fuck
mom-
it, too.
Your mom should say fuck it because she's got really long hair.
She does. My mom has gorgeous
Yeah,
hair.
so it would look so. But I feel you because then it's like people really know you're old. She's not. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your mom's probably at that age where
But it looks
like,
pretty.
she should be
Yeah.
proud for the way she
Yeah.
looks. And I feel like for a woman of her age to embrace the gray and
Yeah.
how good she looks. It's
No,
almost
she
just
will.
The
like-
black does look.
She
fire.
will. Yeah.
It's-
The
dark
black
hair looks
still
nice.
dark hair.
Yeah.
She's still rocking. I'll show you a picture after.
It is.
Okay.
She's
It
still
is.
rocking. She's still rocking the dark hair. You see the dark hair, you be like,
Yeah.
okay.
But you know, but does she get a lot of? See, my mom said fuck it because her hair would grow out. And
Yes, that's what she does.
And then it's
she
all
yeah,
gray.
and then it's all gray.
Yeah,
She has a
gray.
pretty gray. Like, I have gray hair. Like, gray hair was a thing and runs in my family. My
Yeah.
uncle,
You're
I have
29.
I have quite a bit of
my uncle was full head of gray at 21. So I started getting gray hair when I was like 11. I had gray hair when I was at 11.
You was
I was a wise man.
Yeah, take a sip for that one. Take a sip for Terrell.
Because I told
And
you.
so, see, I mean,
You do it all the time. It's okay. You just said your government. Now you say your
I
mind.
told you I'm tipsy. I'm
It's
dead.
okay.
Sorry.
But I live like 25,000 lives. Like, people ask me how old I am, and I say I'm 29,000 years old. They don't get it. Like, I
You really
have.
should have your friend come on, Marie.
Who's your friend?
Yeah.
How old is he?
She's a healer.
She's a healer?
She did
But
his.
she reads you based on astrology.
Okay.
So what's interesting is that we know the signs as 12 months, 12 signs. But in real old-time astrology, there's actually 13. And
I'm technically
Christianity,
a Cancer.
Yeah, because I'm a Leo.
Christianity
Yeah, everybody
cuts
moves
you
up.
out. Christianity cuts out this like 13th sign because it didn't fit the script.
It's like Osophius or something like that.
Something like that.
Ophilius or
and
something like that.
She like read
yeah.
your chart in a weird way, but she like what was crazy was that she broke down like your houses and like this is in this house and this is in this house and you know you're gonna and this like she just broke it down like really interesting and it was a good experience to kind of do. She also does cord cutting, so if you're somebody that's known for like you know if you have a siren like energy or something.
I think we spoke about this one time when we was conversing. You do cord cutting. I do candles.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cord cutting.
So my thing is like I would write the person's name on the candle, and then burn that candle, and you wrap it around with something of that person's energy.
I like all that witchy shit. So
yeah.
Talk that talk.
Yeah. Now cue Lana Del Rey.
Yes.
she's the mother. She's the mother witch.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, what were some of her suggestions that you remember?
Suggestions
after reading your chart. Like, didn't she give you suggestions about?
Yeah, there was a lot of really interesting stuff. Like she said, you know, because of where everything sits in the houses and where my signs sit. She was telling me things like, you need to make sure that you need to release water. Like because of my symbol, like it is required for me to release water. Whether I cry, whether I sweat, like whatever form it is, I have to like release in some manner because it's actually very good to like for my personal healing. And, so she suggested things like, going to the sauna. And just maybe sweating for 15, 20 minutes and just kind of releasing the toxins, which is normally very good for you regardless. But, I think for my sign sit, like any kind of water elements, which is why I do well in the ocean, which is why I don't do well at night, because the moon affects a lot of my character in like very shifty ways, which is like very symbolic.
See, the
of the way that the
moon heals me. But the moon controls the ocean, though, so that's funny that you.
But it's in a way that's not necessarily the greatest. The moon does control the ocean, but like it can cause a lot of like jarring. It can cause a lot of like unknown types of energy.
But that's also where the ocean is at its strongest, is when the moon is at its peak. So that could be why
you have Virgo, which is feminine energy, which is ruled by a moon.
Yes, but I'm also an earth symbol, so I'm grounded.
And you're grounded.
Yeah. I'm also an earth symbol, so I'm grounded. And I'm also was born under the moon of Mars, so I don't know what that means, but
I don't either. Maybe Mars is fiery, possibly. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe the passion.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
There's aside from Marie, and there's a woman that I'm being suggested to go see, and she's actually a Reiki healer, but she specializes in astral projection.
Okay.
And she can like remove herself from her soul and dig into your head.
I've done
then,
that.
Unlift deep things that like you can really feel.
I've done that, and I've done an astral projection, but it was with vitamins, and I don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, go into the story, please, because I need.
Okay, so it was my sister's birthday. We were at Olive Garden, and it was basically a little table. My sister was sitting here, my mom was sitting here, and I was sitting here, and my doctor prescribed me vitamins. Which I'm like, okay, I need to take these vitamins or
like
whatever.
A multi?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I should have been more.
I'm like, are we putting quotes over it, or is it actually a vitamin?
We don't know. Cheers. No, but I took the vitamin before I left. It was my first day, and I remember sitting there, and then all of a sudden just going like, woof. And I was just floating above the whole scene. And I'm serious, just sitting there like this. Sorry for the silence, guys.
And then he was
but it's just
looking
like,
around.
I'm just sitting there like this, like looking back and forth at my mom and my sister as they're conversing.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying anything. But I'm sitting there floating and looking down, and they're just having a good conversation. Blah, 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 and I'm just sitting there like,
You know what's actually
Just
really
like that.
interesting is children tend to, like, even I can remember when
I wasn't
younger.
a child. I was like 26.
No, and I'm sure. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying children are actually known to be able to do it easier.
Yes.
And they can
Yes.
slip in and out
Yes.
of it. I mean, I can even remember when I was young, like living back in the
That
deserts.
feels familiar.
Like I can remember like leaving my body and like looking back, like at myself sleeping in bed and then like almost wandering the desert and like finding like really cool stuff. And almost like living out this like really cool like outer body experience.
Like you were there, you were dead, but you wasn't.
But there was something that kept
But you
telling me
were-
like you got to get back.
Yes.
You gotta get back.
Yes.
There was like
yes.
a mission, like you had
yes.
to, there was
It was like a
almost
time
an unknown
limit.
Time limit.
Yes. 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 It was like a time limit. Because I was there for maybe like 30, 40 seconds, just floating. And I was just sitting there like this feels weird.
Right. But there's like an anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a rush.
Wow.
And it was just like, I have to get back. And as I sat down, I was just like, well, I'm never taking these vitamins again. That's what I said. And I told my sister, like, I'm never taking these vitamins again.
What the fuck?
No, but there's people that can. This woman.
Yes.
So the girl that's recommending it is actually my facialist, my esthetician.
Okay.
And she's like a level 1 Reiki healer, which
Okay.
is like really just surface level.
Yeah, beginner.
You know, and you can essentially do it through facials, which I think is a really great practice for her
Oh, cool.
because she kind of connects the two, which
Yeah,
is nice.
that's a good idea.
But this woman that actually practices in like Old Bridge or Matawan, like near me, this woman is like serious, deep, like not even like a level 3 Reiki healer mixed with like all other forms. And she was saying that this woman can essentially pull like a lot of traumas that you have,
Okay.
and characteristics about yourself today to help you like heal things going forward. And she's like,
Love it. That's great.
and I know. I really want to get a session. Maybe I'll do it, see how it is, and then if it's great, I'll.
Wait, so I'm confused. Is it going to be like a hypnotism? Because that I'm like kind of uncomfortable with. I don't want to.
I mean, I think in
I don't know.
meditation there is like with meditating
You
there,
do get to that
you get to
hypnosis,
a
yeah.
hypnosis state naturally.
Right.
So it's not a hypnosis, but I think you get to a point of relaxation where you almost let your mind open to a point where somebody else can go in.
So my psychiatrist said when I was going to the psychiatrist, she said that I would not fall underneath her hypnotism.
You wouldn't if she
I
tried.
wouldn't if she tried.
Okay,
She
because you're
was-
too in control.
I guess, but she also said that I had a thing that I would try to be the psychiatrist for the psychiatrist.
Which you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why, yeah.
She was like, you are trying to answer my question with the question about myself. Like, I'm just trying to figure out yourself. Like, if you want to know about me, I have to know about you. You know what I mean? And she's like, no, I mean, you can know about me, but to a limit. I'm like, well, then if you can know about me to a limit. She's like, you have to let me in. Your psyche is not letting me in. Why?
So
aren't
you don't trust.
No, I have trust issues. I mean, everyone does. I think I just
Yeah.
am more. Mine's just more.
But even
upfront.
someone who's clinically like bound with they're bound with confidentiality.
Yes.
Even that.
Yeah. No. Because I don't know you. I don't know you, May. I don't know you, May.
But what do you think that they're gonna do?
I don't know. See, a thing about Virgos is that we will create situations in our head that will 9 times out of 10 will not even happen.
That's why you have to live in the present, because your head are just thoughts.
But we always have to be prepared for any given situation.
That's so Ben.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Is
thing,
he
though,
a Virgo?
Ben is a Virgo. Yeah.
When's his birthday?
But Ben,
30th?
August 30th.
Which is
Okay,
my
so
brother's
he's an
birthday.
August Virgo.
Yeah, that's my brother's
Yeah.
birthday.
They're a little different than.
No,
than
but he's still like
no, but they still have the
He's also
same.
a very
But
similar.
September Virgos are like 10 times worse than August Virgos. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just trying to say.
I feel
No,
yeah.
I'm sure. I mean,
Because
you
the
know the Virgo
August
community.
Virgos have like the Virgo community. I do. Because August has like the Leo mix
Y'all know
with
each
them.
other.
Like, you know what I mean? They still have like the little Leo mix. The September is like the pure. Like, you know what I mean?
Straight
Like
up.
So it's like
straight
a
up.
Virgo barbecue that y'all.
There is,
visit.
but there's the
like
elite,
once a
but there's
year.
the elite Virgo where
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
Beyonce invites me and she's like, hey, well, she goes like this because I do a good Beyonce impression. She goes, hey, Enzo, I want you to come to my barbecue. It's me, Luda.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z will be there. Blue will be there too, but she'll be with my grandma. And we're gonna do this all for in the spirit of Michael, the king of pop.
I'm gonna pee myself. I really have to pee. Honestly, I've been holding it for
I have
so
to pee
long.
too, and I've been holding it for a while.
Okay.
Me too.
Can we end it?
But
I
this,
love you guys.
but this is
so
Beyonce, and we cannot end it right now.
Why are we
Have
gonna
you seen
end
that
it?
girl
I'm
online that does
dead.
Beyonce?
Yeah,
really
I
good.
do.
She's
I've seen her.
Unreal.
She's
She
really
sounds just
good.
like Beyonce.
Why is she so?
She's really good. She has the
You know,
yeah.
that's something
Beyonce's
I
got
was.
like a crisp little like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
it's, you gotta just.
Hey.
It's you have to have the bass, and like Beyonce always smiles a lot, so she's like, "Hi, I'm Beyonce.
Hi, I'm Beyonce.
Hi."
Yeah, it is really like.
It's really like,
I'm
"Hi,
Beyonce. Wait, I can't even do it honestly.
hi."
It's like a Southern
That's
Mrs.
very
Butterworth.
unique.
Yeah, but you got to be smooth with it. You have to
Yeah.
be smooth.
Hey.
You know,
it's Beyonce.
artists don't make albums anymore. You know, it's like this. It goes really quick. You know, it's microwavable. You know,
Ding ding.
you know they don't take their time and make albums anymore. You know, that's why I came out with Beyonce.
Do you remember her
Well, stop.
documentary? Where
I said, "Well, stop," and you kept moving. No, no, I did. That documentary was crazy.
Yeah. Well, which one? Like, I'm talking about the first one, where it was really just like a bunch of like Beyonce in her house, and she was like crying, but she really didn't give that much away. And then there was the Homecoming documentary. which
Oh,
was
Lemonade. The
brilliant.
first one was
Yeah,
Lemonade. Yeah, Lemonade. Lemonade was
No,
good.
no, there was one before that. You know, there was one before that from through like HBO or something like that, and it was like an intimate Beyonce documentary where she was like talking about her life and shit like that.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's
You
Beyonce.
probably did, but it was very boring to me because she still didn't give a lot away.
She doesn't. We don't
And that's
give.
what I respect about her. That's what I respect about her. There's no shit on Beyonce. Even she came out when like all those trash magazines were so fire, which I miss, like OK Magazine,
Yes,
Star
Right
Magazine,
On,
People,
Right On, and all
Yeah.
those other ones. Yeah.
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 What's the one with Perez Hilton? Like he had his own blog.
Yeah.
All during that time,
Yeah.
Beyonce was not on anything.
Yeah, yeah.
She wasn't on anything.
You know what it is Virgos, we only let you know what we want you to know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. Like even with my social media, like I only post what I want you to what I want you to know. I never post my personal moments
Yeah.
because that's for me.
I'm like that
So
too.
when I post, whatever I post is for you to see. It's intentional for you to see.
Right.
It's never like, oh well, he said this, but no, I posted that for that reason.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's like I have my own privacy world. That's why I said that if I ever.
Yeah. She's very private.
If I ever become famous, that's the kind of famous that I will be, like Frank Ocean, Beyonce wise. Like you wouldn't know anything
Frank
that's
Ocean
going
too,
on.
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't see
you wouldn't know
shit
anything
about
that's going on
anything.
with me.
Me
I do too.
Channel Orange.
I did too.
You love a falsetto.
I love Frank Ocean from Nostalgia Ultra. That's my
That's your jam.
number one man crush. My dad.
Aw. Yeah, he's very handsome.
He's my
So hot.
he's
Man,
my
He's got like
voice,
fox
and he's
eyes.
deep.
Like they're very like almond shaped.
Yes,
and-
I like his
beautiful.
jawline. I like a good
I like his
jawline.
hair.
Yeah, and he has no good hands. I like his hands, his fingers.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
I'm a hand
Wow.
guy. I like hands.
I like hands too. Honestly,
I like
I dated a few guys
calves
with
and
small
thighs.
Do you?
hands, and I did not
I don't know. There's
trust
something
them.
about like there's something about
It feels not manly. It
guys
feels,
in a good pair of shorts with a high sock. Oof.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Steve wears that all the time.
I wear that all the time too. Socks and high socks, shorts and high
loves high
socks.
Socks
Yeah.
and shorts. Yes.
I wear short shorts. I have short shorts. I love short
That's
shorts.
in now.
I wear like 4-inch shorts.
Who wears short shorts?
You where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
back when they had like tour guide Barbie.
Right,
And
right.
it was in like Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3. I can.
Toy Story
You know,
3
Toy
was
Story-
so hard to watch. I was
Really?
sobbing, crying. Yes.
Really?
It was so deep. Oh my god, sobbing. And then what's that? Coco? Is Coco Pixar?
Coco is
It was so
Pixar.
good.
Coco was
so
good.
beautiful.
Coco had me crying with that song. I don't cry at like real life shit. I cry at like really sappy movies, like a little bitch. Like
It's not like a little bitch.
no, but like I cry at like I remember I still cry when Free Willy gets free.
Oh my God, Free Willy.
When he jumps over the boy and the boy's like this, and then the Michael Jackson.
Yes. it's
I'm
the
like,
song.
oh, it's our poor dad. It starts crying.
Yo. And then wait, what's it? Andre? Do you remember Andre with the seal?
Yes,
As a girl?
yes, I remember that movie, but I didn't cry at that
Oh
movie.
my God, I cried so hard.
Yeah, I didn't cry at that one.
My dog Skip.
No, I cried at Marley and Me though.
Marley and Me was. I don't even remember if I watched Marley and Me because I knew it was gonna make me cry, and I was like, I'm not beat.
Because that's when we first got
It was my
our dog
That
Lassie.
movie with
It
Frankie
has
Muniz.
yeah, and it had a Jack Russell Terrier. Tears for days, right?
Wait. Was there
That's
something?
right.
There was that scene in the cemetery.
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
Frankie
Okay,
Muniz,
so you have to
well,
describe this scene for those who haven't seen it, because I haven't seen it, so I don't know what you guys are talking
Yeah, you
about.
gotta
I
watch
can't
it.
open that
Yeah,
child.
you gotta watch
I
it.
can't open that.
Yeah,
child.
honestly, you gotta watch it. And
Okay.
also because I'm a little tipsy and I don't want to say it wrong because I'm not gonna remember it accurately.
Okay.
But watch My Dog Skip if you haven't already. It's a great movie to watch with like kids, honestly. Still.
Okay.
But it is sad.
Well written. It's
Okay.
a good piece.
Okay.
It's really good. But
I
if you
will
wanna cry-
check it out.
Yeah. Do you watch movies to cry? Because like I can cry. I cry
No,
with but
no.
Do you, like force cry?
No.
A lot of people put sad stuff on purpose.
Why are you holding those batteries like that?
Because it's fun. It's like it's almost like those like Japanese
Stress
like
ball.
balls. Yeah, you know those stress balls.
You want-
That's what it's called, or Chinese stress balls.
They're somebody's
I don't even know
balls.
if they're Chinese, but
You want
you know what I'm
Asian
saying?
balls in your hand?
Yes, but they're batteries. But it's the same weight,
So you want
similar weight.
battery
Do I
balls?
like to juggle balls? Maybe.
Uh,
Do you have to like watch something to make you cry?
no. See, okay, so the way that I cry with movies, because like if I get invested in the character and it hits home some type of way, put the balls down.
Like a child.
If I get invested in some type of way, like for me, like okay, so one movie I remember crying at was X-Men First Class, and
Why?
because I'm such a
Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, they come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review. Ah.